Well, it sort of works. This is a test. I froze it. Okay. That right there is a quiet portion. That's a quiet portion. That's a quiet portion. There should be at least three quiet portions. And so that didn't work. Welcome back. This is where we left it in part 8. So we now have our first initial try at some input features. And the purpose of these is to then create a little homegrown neural network, a model. And we're using these little features that hopefully will distinguish one phrase or word from another. We can use these to train the model. All right, let's go over a little teaching moment. Imagine that you have a file of code, all right? And then up at the top, you have constants and variables. And then you have your functions. So you'll have a function here, many more down here. And to the best of your knowledge and ability, all of this has been working. And you think of a new feature to add and you ask ChatGPT or Gemini to give you some new code, and they suggest another function and maybe something to add up here. And you try it out and it doesn't quite work. And so you give the file, the updated file, back to them and you ask them to fix it. And if they give you a solution which involves something in here, that's okay. I mean, this was brand new and you weren't sure about it anyway, so you can just toss that version and take the new one. But if they start giving you, oh no, change something in here and change something in here and change something in here, I would stop. I would, again, I'm using meld file diff so I can always undo. I would try one thing, see if it works or improves the situation. If it has no effect, I would revert this back. I would try the next thing. If it has no effect, I would revert back. I would try the next thing. If any one of them improve the situation, I would stop right there and not take the rest of the suggestions. I would only take all three suggestions, like in this example, if nothing worked, and then I'll try all three to see if it works, because I can always revert back. And the reason you want to do that, because you can say, well, why don't I just take all three and try it? Yeah, you could, but you're making a change in existing code. It's one thing to make a change in new code, but you're making a change in existing code. And how do you know you didn't break something? Okay, we are ready for what we really want to do. So we need to fix the input features being captured and categorized. Here was the original list. Now, there's no point in me reading the entire thing. I'm going to paste this. It'll be in the link in that comment like usual, so you can read it at your own leisure. No reason to just add that to the video. So let's copy that and give it to the ChatGPT or Gemini. Okay, so it turns out that the change is only in one location, one function. So here it is. So I highlight that brace to find the bottom. And there it is. I've already copied what the suggestion was into the clipboard. So all I got to do is paste. And there it is. And we'll just take it because this is the brand new function of all those input features that we were trying that were kind of working, kind of not. So let's just see what it's going to do. Well, it sort of works. For example, I want to test quiet portions, right? So I'm going to speak very stilted. You'll see. This is a test. Quiet portion 0. This is a test. I froze it. Okay. That right there is a quiet portion. That's a quiet portion. That's a quiet portion. There should be at least 3 quiet portions. And so that didn't work. We want to try to get as many features as possible here and test as many as we can and try to get a sense that they are working. The better we do this, the better shape we're going to be in when we're ready to start actually creating a model and training it for voice recognition to recognize these things over here. So I would have to play with this and submit the file back and so forth and so on. I don't want to bore you with that. So we'll end the video right here.